Near Dundonald on the outskirts of Belfast, Tony Johnston is pruning and shaping his Christmas trees. This has to happen in June, but the strong wind is not making the job easy.
We're going in and we're bud nipping here, taking out the central point on each tree. And what this achieves is a closer, denser tree. And coming in when the branches are soft, it makes it easy. And you can see where the scar is here. If we were to take a knife or a pair of secateurs to it, these would all be sliced and cut. Whereas by snapping it by hand at this stage, it allows the needles to come on round and it hides the scar. The Norman firs have a tendency to become very, very fat at the bottom. They can be small, fat and dumpy, and we want them tall and thin. We want them to be fresh. You want lots of branches and lots of buds. At the same time, you don't want them stretching too tall or going too wide. So Christmas trees, it's not necessarily a natural tree. You're trying to create a natural tree look, but it's not really how the tree wants to do. That's why we come in at this time of year. It's a relatively short window because these needles will start hardening off in the next few weeks' time, and it means it's very, very tough to snap them. A quick rattle through now really is one of the jobs of the year that is relatively quick and easy, but really gives a lot of impact on the trees and helps. So what we're now looking at is a Norway spruce. We tend to try and keep these a narrower, neater tree. They can fit in a home. People want them the height of the ceiling, but they don't want them to take over. With spruce, they're quite prolific, very bushy. And so for us to actually go in and start nipping each individual branch, it actually would take us far too long. Just a matter of going round the tree. In this case, we don't have to go in too hard. We're just taking the tips off and keeps the tree in shape. The wind can play havoc with it. It's a little bit more sheltered here, but with this storm that's come through today, as the trees move around, you've effectively got a moving target for the knife. We've no real choice apart from maybe going in today. We're only just finishing off our contracting season. It's been delayed this year, and by rights we should have been in earlier. However, the season's late, the trees are late coming into bud, so we're not quite so bad. But this is really the first chance we've had this year to get into the Christmas trees properly. This side of the Christmas trees I find very, very therapeutic. It's nice in particular with the knife work, and you can get a real scraggly tree, and with a knife you can bring it back in, and at the end it can look really, really well, and you can recover a tree that looks like a disaster, and that's really quite satisfying. It is definitely more relaxing than planting. You become totally immune to the smell. I can't smell any of them. You get that at Christmas, everybody says how wonderful the smell is in the yard, and we just don't smell it at all. I suppose it's like a dairy farmer. He doesn't realise he smells of cow, and he just gets so used to it.